Hello and welcome to the Channel 1 Newsroom live from our studios at number 5 Ola Hansen Lane at Tesano. I am Enosafo. Coming up. Authorities at Dodiasis Agric Senior High School in the Ashanti region decry lack of basic amenities.
In the classroom, we are suffering. We are having problem with the furniture, both classroom and even at the dining hall. So for now, looking at the student population of 2037, the furniture that we have now are hopefully inadequate. And this one has even forced us to run the transitional calendar.
Central Regional Chairman of NDC under fire after allegedly leading a group of party members to attack a radio station in Kaswa.
He wanted to slap my host and I blocked it. I said, what is the problem? What has he done? Then MC for Kaswa started insulting us. You have been taking money to destroy the party here. You people will show you.
New Patriotic Party refers former Asin Central MP Kennedy Ohene Japan to its disciplinary committee.
The position is that we have referred all petitions received regarding Honorable Kennedy Japan's comments to the National Disciplinary Committee.
Minority in Ghana's parliament wants government to come clean on whereabouts of former Maslock CEO Sedina Tamaklo.
We can categorically state that until yesterday, the 24th of June, Madam Sedina Tamaklo was not in prison custody. And so from the 9th of June when she arrived to the 24th of June yesterday, she was not in prison custody.
In Channel 1 Business. Government considers restoring 20% VAT exemption on locally assembled vehicles. In Channel 1 Sports. Government delegation visits Black Stars camp ahead of clash with Croatia on Saturday. Thanks for choosing us this hour. Let's settle for the details of our stories. Authorities at the Dodiasia Agric Senior High School in the Ashanti region say they are in desperate need for furniture and other infrastructural items to help teaching and learning in the school. School managers say students sometimes squat or stand during lesson periods. Channel 1 News' Bureau Chief for the Middle Belt, Hafiz Tijani, reports.
Dodiasia Agric Senior High School, with a current student population of over 2,000, was purposely established to equip inhabitants of farming communities within the Efejuasi and Kumewu areas with knowledge in agriculture. However, the school is grappling with challenges that are gradually affecting this mandate, raising concerns that the interest of the youth in the agricultural sector may wane at a time when the government is promoting Feed Ghana initiative.
In the classroom, we are suffering. We are having problem with the furniture, both classroom and even at the dining hall. So for now, looking at the student population of 2037, the furniture that we have now are hopefully inadequate. And this one has even forced us to run the transitional calendar system. For now, dining hall, the furniture is also not enough. But we are still managing with the little ones that we have. So if there's any way that we can provide assistance, urgently we need furniture in our classrooms and dining hall.
The situation is further compounded by inadequate classrooms and places of convenience, compelling school authorities to operate a shift system.
The classrooms are not there, and the few classrooms that we have to at times compress the students. So you can have a student a classroom with about 60 students, which is not helping. So if you have enough rooms, we can spread them. And even if you have enough classrooms, you can even run single track. And that one can also help us because the transitional calendar is not actually helping we, the teachers, and even the students, because the contact hours that we have, they are not enough. With the toilet facility, students leave the pretext of visiting the nature school. You can't prevent the person. So when a teacher is teaching and students are also going out, it affects the teacher's delivery. And even the student himself or herself also suffer for that, because when you are away, the teacher may in a way continue, but it will not help the person. So that movement to and fro is not helping.
Headmaster of the school, Francis Donko, is making an urgent appeal to deal with the challenge.
So if in the stakeholders can come in to our aid, to assist us in the classroom, will be appreciated.
Authorities also want all abandoned projects under the Ghana Education Trust Fund (GET Fund) completed.
Tension is high in Kaswa following the shutdown of a private radio station, Obatampa Radio, over discussions allegedly designed to fuel internal NDC wranglings. The Central Regional Chairman of the National Democratic Congress, Richard Kofi Asiedu, and the Owutusenya East MCE, Seth Saba Sewanu Banini, reportedly stormed the radio station, interrupted live programming, and allegedly subjected the staff to harassment and physical assault. Central Regional Correspondent Akwesiado has more in the following report.
The premises of the radio station was allegedly invaded by the NDC Regional Chairman, Richard Kofi Asiedu, and the Owutusenya East MCE, Seth Sabasa Wanobanini, around 10 a.m. on Thursday, according to independent eyewitness.
I witnessed a 4x4, they were having a gota and they all came down somewhere on motorbike and they went to the station. Before I was told, they came to lock the station down.
Lead producer of the station's morning program, Bernard Mreku, tells Channel 1 News he was physically assaulted by the regional chairman, leaving his shirt torn. According to the producer, the chairman accused presenters of the radio station and other journalists in the Kaswa enclave for covering the NDC's Owutusenya East internal wrangling widely.
What we heard was, this is the radio station. So they saw my host and regional chairman started attacking him. Said, we were brother and wabo. Two radio station. He wanted to slap my host and I blocked it. I said, what's the problem? What has he done? Then MC for Kaswa started insulting us. You have been taking money to destroy the party here. You people will show you. I was confused. No, MC, you can't say that because you have no fact about what you are saying. So they decided to enter our premises and stuff. So I rushed to see what they were going to do. Unfortunately, they were accusing me of taking videos. And regional chairman held my neck, slapped me. You can see my dress torn.
Staff of the radio station were ordered to exit the building and the premises locked up by the men who were armed amidst threats, leaving staff, particularly women, of whom one is pregnant, extremely terrified.
He has threatened that if we open it, he will come here with guns. And this time around, they will beat us and they can even shoot to kill. They don't care because their government is in power. And we don't know his next action.
Are you terrified?
Oh, yes, of course.
In a secretly recorded audio clip, the chairman is heard issuing a stern warning to the staff against reopening and operating the radio station.
I'll show you that there's power in that. And I want to do this, man, for one good time. If they come and put it on, I'll let my boys come and destroy it. That one they destroy it. That one I will let people destroy it.
Personnel from the Central East Regional Police Command swiftly intervened and caught up with the regional chairman and his team a few meters from the radio station and retrieved radio station's keys from them. Some journalists in the region say they feel unsafe and have raised concerns about the deteriorating nature of freedom and safety of the press.
Recently, there had been a research by an institution on attacks on journalists, and if you look at the report that came out, it is very bad under this administration. President of GJA must wake up.
From 2020, we've been having a series of attacks on journalists. Nothing was done about it. We are calling on the GGA that they should double up their steps in terms of protection.
Many have condemned the act, describing it as a direct attack on the freedom of the press and therefore calling on the state to offer massive protection for media practitioners. For the Channel 1 Newsroom, I am Akwesi Ado, Kaswa, Central Region.
Traders and residents at the Kasuankuda site market in Mamobi are resisting a 6-week relocation ultimatum by the Ayawasa North Municipal Assembly to relocate to a new site at Ayikuma near Dodowa in the Shire Osudoku district. They accuse the MCE of bad faith for announcing the ultimatum without notifying them, despite ongoing negotiations. Rachel Engman has more in the following report.
The planned relocation of traders and residents from the Kasuankuda market in Mamobi forms part of the government's program to redevelop the site under the 24-hour economy policy. The affected occupants are expected to relocate to Ayikuma near Dodowa in the Shire Osudoku district, but some traders say they will not move unless tolls, electricity, water, healthcare and security services are provided at the new site.
When they told us, they said they are sending us to Ayikuma. And we told them that we need maybe relocation because here we have polyclinics, we have hospitals, we have schools, and we have police station and everything, and water, everything. So we told them to give us all distance there. If they give us all distance there, we are going to move to that place.
Some residents are also demanding accommodation as the only condition for relocation.
Is there a room for us over there? Okay. I want a room. I'm moving from a room to a room. What I know is the land is being shown, but the land is not being given to the community. Our last meeting, it came to a conclusion that we should give 5-member committee, and also will be provided 5-member committee to discuss the illegalities and of the land. So this is where we have reached now. So nobody know that there is any demolition exercise coming on the date that the municipal issued.
But the Ayawasu North Municipal Chief Executive Mohammed Awao has rejected the claims, insisting the occupants were informed about the relocation plan, insisting the land belongs to government and has been occupied illegally.
The association who are claiming they were not told or we didn't have a meeting with them in relation to the possible relocation to Ayikuma, I'll say it's a lie. We engaged them as an assembly.
He revealed that the assembly has secured a 10-acre site at Ayikuma and is working to provide water and electricity to make the area habitable, after which the affected traders will be prioritized for spaces in the new 24-hour market once completed.
Despite concerns from traders and residents over the relocation notice, the assembly is appealing for compliance, assuring them of priority access when the new market is completed. Reporting for Channel 1 News, I am Rachel Engman.
The family of former Dom Kwabenya Member of Parliament Sarah Joasafo has expressed grave concern over her condition following an alleged shooting incident, describing her chances of survival as 50-50. According to the family, Joasafo sustained multiple gunshot wounds while seated in her vehicle as she attempted to serve her younger brother, Kujosafo Akofina, with a court notice seeking to halt his installation as successor to the leadership of the Christo Asafo mission. There's more on the following report by Channel 1 News' Fauzu Masaudu.
Nearly a week after an alleged shooting incident at the Akofena residence in Kwabena linked to a leadership succession dispute within the Christo Asafo mission, former Dom Kwabena MP Sarah Adjo-Asafo remains in critical condition. The incident reportedly left the former legislator with multiple gunshot wounds, which her family says has left her condition deteriorating.
Condition of Adjo-Asafo, I would say, if it's in percentage, I would say 50-50. It's very bad. She's been through surgical operations, MRIs, checkups, almost every day. The last one was yesterday, around 8 p.m. She was there. She can't even hear well now. I do not know whether she has any of the pellets in the ears, or they try to remove some from the ears. And I understand the head also, there's a possibility of some also entering. So they are working on it. So as we speak now, some of the doctors are advising that the way the condition is, they would advise that we do everything possible to fly her outside.
Tabuachi also expressed dissatisfaction with the decision to grant bail to 9 suspects, including Anakweju Safo Akofena, brother to Adjo-Asafo, who are linked to the incident. He argued that the suspects should have been charged with attempted murder and be remanded.
These are expert guys. They are trained people, very trained. You know, when they say the videos that are trending around, they will say that kneel down. They know they'll mention the person's name before even shooting. I mean, these are people that we all expected at least. They should at least be remanded for investigation to continue.
Meanwhile, a younger sibling of the former legislator, Nanakojo Safo Jr., says the incident has brought the family's name into disrepute and negatively affected public perception.
Yesterday, I tried ordering food, and after I ordered food, I told the person to deliver the food to me at my daddy's residence. And the person was like, nah, he would rather call somebody and ask if the person is rather interested in coming to our end. And I was like, okay, fine. So this will have a serious repercussion on the Safo name. So we have at least like some 5 to 10 years to regain the goodwill, because everybody will be obdurate in dealing with us.
Former MP for Dom Kwabena, Sarah Adjo-Asafo, according to reports, is in a critical condition following a shooting incident at Kwabena, and for the family, seeking justice is non-negotiable. Reporting for Channel 1 News, Fauzuma Saudu, Accra.
Former Chief Justice Gertrude Arabesaba-Saki Tokanu has filed an application at the Supreme Court seeking a review of orders made by the court on May 28, 2026. In proceedings relating to petitions for her removal from office, Justice Tokanu is asking the Apex Court to review its ruling delivered on May 28, 2026, following the consolidation of 2 related actions before the court. The application is supported by an affidavit in which Justice Tokanu argues that the orders made by the court on that date resulted in a miscarriage of justice and denied her the constitutional right to be heard. Let's still stay in the courts because the Accra High Court has sentenced the managing editor of the Herald newspaper, Larry Dugbe, to 7 days imprisonment for contempt of court. The court, presided over by Justice Isaac Addo, slapped the journalist with a sentence on Thursday after finding him guilty of disregarding an injunction order restraining publication against businessman Kelvin Ochre, pending the final determination of a defamation suit. There's more in this report.
In the ruling, the court held that the publication by Larry Dugbe, despite the pending injunction orders, constituted disobedience of the orders of the court, which brought the court into disrepute and an affront to the administration of justice. The contempt application filed by Mr. Ochre, the CEO of Springfield Group, an integrated energy company, stems from a defamation suit by the businessman filed against the publishers of the Herald newspaper, Larry Dugbe and others. After the defamation suit, the businessman applied for an injunction order which was granted by the court, restraining the continued publication of the defamatory statement against Mr. Ochre by the defendants pending the determination of the substantive suit. Mr. Ochre contended in his application for contempt that despite the clear orders of the court regarding the injunction which was lawfully brought to the attention of Mr. Dogbe and others, the Herald continued to publish defamatory statements against him. He disposed in his affidavit in support of the contempt application that the continued publication by the Herald constituted blatant disregard for the orders of the court.
This is the Channel 1 Newsroom on Channel 1 TV with me, Inusafo. Still to come. Government considers restoring 20% VAT exemption on locally assembled vehicles. We have the details for you. Do stay.
As the sun rises over the city of Accra, its warm glow settles on one of the city's most thoughtfully planned communities, Lakeside Estate, and once again, something exceptional is unfolding. After the successful sale of our 4-bedroom Orca at Lakeside Hills, a new masterpiece is about to make its debut. An exquisite 4-bedroom story Orca home overlooking a breathtaking landscape of the Abri Mountains. This remarkable home now features a total floor area of 330 square meters, set on a generous 7,140 square foot plot. Step inside and you're welcomed by a spacious foyer leading to an open living and dining area, paired with a modern fitted kitchen with a stylish island crafted for the ultimate cooking experience. On the first floor, family living takes center stage. Spend quality time together and enjoy the convenience of a newly added infinite kitchenette, perfect for warming up your coffee or tea. For our esteemed homeowners who value privacy and productivity, a dedicated study area has been beautifully integrated into the design. This new home is a testament to trust, craftsmanship, and modern living. A space where elegance, comfort, and style come together effortlessly. Book your spot today by calling our sales expert on 020-477-5040 or 020-477-5042. Lakeside Estate, quality homes for all.
Imagine a life where every moment flows effortlessly, where every choice brings you closer to the life you've always wanted. Give yourself more ways to receive joy. Have more time to party. With G-Money, every moment flows seamlessly. Just pay and keep the good vibes going. Instantly top up airtime or data so you never miss life's special moments, because your memories together should matter more. Give yourself more freedom to celebrate. Pay bills quickly and seamlessly so nothing disrupts your moments. Have more financial control. With G-Money, you can effortlessly manage bulk payments and keep your business running smoothly. Dial *488# or download the app and explore the new G-Money today. G-Money. Give yourself more.
Your health is your most valuable asset and it deserves expert attention. At the International Maritime Hospital, we believe healthcare should be personal, precise, and delivered with excellence. That's why we provide specialist-led care, combining experienced doctors, advanced diagnostics, and a client-centered approach. From preventive care to specialist consultations and advanced treatment, every step is handled with precision and care. Our serene environment, modern facilities, and dedicated dedicated medical team ensure you receive the quality care you deserve every time. Our experienced team ensures you receive the attention you deserve. So whatever it is for you or your family, choose care you can trust. Visit the International Maritime Hospital located at Community 3 Tema or call 0303 220 030 or 055 222 2290. International Maritime Hospital. We serve and we care.
This is the old way. Let me show you a new and a better way. EduPack.
EduPack?
Yes, EduPack. A GS approved and supported initiative for all first year students going to SHS by Prospectus Ghana Limited. Now you don't need to go to the market. All your trunks, mattresses, pillows, including plastic chalkboards, are all waiting for your child at the school. Note, all our wooden chalkboards are being changed to plastic ones to avoid bedbugs.
You can also register by dialing *713*821# following the prompts, or you can visit www.edupackgh.com and tap register. You can also register at any ADB branch near you at a very affordable price. EduPack, approved and supported by GES.
You're welcome back. Up next is Channel 1 Business with Netalineti Ajaho.
CNR Business is brought to you by EcoBank.
Hello, my name is Pamela from Customer Service. Please revalidate your account by texting your Ghana card number to 0500,000 247.
Hey, Abili, wabadim.
Madam, give me the numbers behind your ATM card. I'm calling from the head office.
An email was delivered across to our customers this morning.
Confirm if this is your bank account. 100,100,100.
Thanks for sending your bank card details.
Send the OTP now to avoid cancellation.
EcoBank will never call, email, send an SMS asking for your PIN, OTP, bank card, or Ghana card details.
Don't get played. EcoBank, the Pan-African Bank.
Hello, please, I'm calling from Customer Experience Center.
Tell us what's happening in business.
Okay. Now let's get straight to it. Government is considering restoring the value-added tax exemption on locally assembled vehicles. The review follows concerns from vehicle assemblers that the removal of the tax incentives have slowed production and could undermine investments in Ghana's automotive sector. Here is more from the City Business Festival 2026 Roundtable on the prospects of Ghana's automotive industry.
Policymakers, industry leaders, manufacturers, and key stakeholders in the automotive value chain gathered at the City Business Festival 2026 to evaluate the performance of Ghana's automotive assembly industry, examine persistent challenges, and explore opportunities for future growth. Among the concerns raised was the removal of the VAT exemptions on locally assembled vehicles. Chief Executive Officer of Volkswagen Ghana, Jeffrey Oponpepa, argued that the policy change has negatively affected production and could discourage further investment in the sector.
We feel that we are drawing because at the moment, all the investments that we have done is really a negative. And some of our members, their OEMs, their directors in abroad are even threatening to move out of this country.
Whoa.
So this is where it's going to. And we must take this serious. That is why we are asking for government engagement to speak with us, to know our problems.
Responding to the concerns, the head of strategic manufacturing at the Ministry of Trade, Agribusiness and Industry, Kwesi Ofori-Entry, disclosed that the government is considering the restoration of the VAT exemption as part of efforts to support the industry.
The industry people have engaged the Ministry of Finance, showing them some documentations to the effect that the VAT was really being applied to the consumer. Like he said, it was an incentive to consumers. So government didn't want industry people to hold on to that benefit. It was 20%. So government will be reviewing that.
Chief Executive Officer of Japan Motors Ghana, Salem Kalmoni, noted that increasing competition among local vehicle assemblers is contributing to more competitive pricing and greater value for consumers.
There are 10 bona fide assemblers in Ghana, 10, with 7 assembly plants. We're competitors, okay? It's not like there's a monopoly. There's no monopoly. The ministry has given quite a number, and we think too much, okay? We're telling them, please, hold on assemblies. The country cannot take more. Who is actually fighting, not so happy? Who in the industry or within the economy, who's not happy with maybe the assemblies and are resisting? They're the used car dealers, and they're the grey importers. Why do you think they're not happy? Because our prices have come down and we're competing with them.
Economist at the University of Ghana, Professor Ebo Turkson, emphasized the need for improvement in Ghana's business environment, infrastructure and industrial support systems to enable the automotive assembly industry to thrive.
If your environment is conducive, the cost of business is doing low, you don't need to give these private businessmen tax incentives because they'll make more profit in a low cost environment than the tax incentives that you give them. Most of them don't even need incentives.
Team lead of the Ghana Partnership for Jobs Economic Transformation Program, JET Ghana, Eugene T. Sangmote, also shared insight on the sector's future, highlighting the importance of sustained policy support and private sector collaboration to unlock the industry's full potential.
When we're talking about 7 years down the line, it's a journey. Let's compare it to the likes of South Africa, which took about 40 plus years to get to where they are now. Let's look at Morocco, which had a 20-year strategy to get to where they are now.
The City Business Festival 2026 is powered by 97.3 City FM and Channel 1 TV in partnership with Absa Bank and proudly sponsored by Absa Bank, MTN, Zondatech Ghana Limited and Petra Trust.
Now, construction activity showed signs of mixed cost movements in June 2026, with iron rod prices recording a sharp increase while most building materials remain broadly stable, according to latest Channel 1 Market Price Barometer. Here is more. Now, that was data compiled by the Channel 1 TV Research Desk and the Channel 1 Market Price Barometer, tracking price movements across Accra. And now we know that the Channel 1 Market Price Barometer is a monthly price tracking initiative by the Channel 1 research team that monitors the average prices of selected commodities across major markets in Accra. I have the head of the business desk, Nila Tilati, who is joining me in studio to give us a breakdown of the data. Nia, welcome.
Thank you very much, Netili.
Earlier this week, we looked at food staples, fresh produce, protein and energy. Today is construction. Can you tell us what the data is telling us, and if it's a sign of overall cost pressures are easing?
Let me pick up from where you left off. I don't think it is necessarily a sign of, price easing, but we can say that a lot of the items in this particular basket did not see any form of movement when it comes to pricing.
Okay.
So let's begin from, let's say local cement, for example, the 32.5 grade, we stayed at 105 Ghana cedis compared to what we also brought viewers last month, 105 Ghana cedis.
Okay.
But if you look at the 42.5R, that also saw some downward movement. That is 117 Ghana cedis last month compared to the 115 Ghana cedis we are recording this month. Iron rods, you will say that that is the only thing that moved up sharply a bit in this particular basket, moving from 7,133 per ton to 7,700 Ghana cedis per ton,
okay,
which is about some 8% upward, movement. So that is what the data is looking at. Price increases, you can also say paint, for example, which moved up marginally from 75 Ghana cedis last month to 77 Ghana cedis per 4.5 liter bucket. So these are the two items in the construction and small business input basket that saw some upward movement. So let's look at those that recorded, no price change, for example, and you realize that for those particular items, you have plywood, we have nails, we have smooth sand, double axle, we also have rough sand, double axle, and then also the local cement, the 32.5R that I've already mentioned. And so rough sand still at 2,700 Ghana cedis, smooth sand also still at 3,500 Ghana cedis, plywood still at 104 Ghana cedis, and also the nails 30 Ghana cedis per inch, or the 1.5 inch per kilogram. So you see that the price movement was some form of packet concentrated with regards to some of the items that we see in this particular basket.
Okay, so iron rods increased about 8%. Cement was either flat or was stable. What can you tell us about this combination?
When it comes to construction, for example, I keep saying that the price or the cost determination is usually front-loaded. Okay. So what it means is that depending on the stage of your construction, that is where you feel the impact the most. So for example, that cement is usually needed at the early stages of construction. Yeah. But for iron rods, it is also needed during the structural stage. So depending on where you are as a developer or somebody in the construction business, the impact will be felt based on where you are. So if cement price didn't move, for example, and iron rods is moving up, then it means that depending on where you are, that is where you are likely to feel the impact more. So for constructors, if you are at the early stages, you find some form of stability because cement didn't really move up there. But if you are at the structural stage, then you are likely to feel the pinch of, the increment in the iron rods, which is about some 8% over there.
Okay, so if you look at, today we are doing construction, we've looked at 4 baskets. What would your message be to viewers about the whole thing?
Well, we can say that the price movement is not really moving in one particular direction. Okay. It has been diverse. And I say this because if you take your mind back to where we began from on a Monday, which had to do with the household staples, you saw that there was heavy price pressures in there compared to the the fresh produce or the protein basket. We saw some form of easing.
Yeah.
You can link it to the transport and the fuel prices also saw some form of stability. Yeah. Okay. Albeit transport fares remaining stable, although fuel prices also came down. And then also today with the construction and small business input, where it has to do a lot more about some form of stability because a lot of the items do not move. But what we are leaving viewers with is the fact that you realize that all of the things we've discussed this week has to do with supply.
Okay.
If supply is available, you see some prices coming down. If supply is inadequate, that is where you see the upward movement. And so everything boils down to supply. And supply chain is one of the biggest when it comes to market service and all that. So we can say that we are anticipating a lot more of the moderation going forward because these are early signs yet. Okay. So before viewers or even the ordinary consumer will feel the impact, we must see that the moderation that we are seeing, although early stages yet, they will continue for, some form of respite for, the marketing consumers or the public, if you like.
Okay, thank you very much.
You're welcome, Neteli.
Now let's get to other stories, and we are bringing you an update on crude oil prices and how the local currency is performing on the interbank market. And that's all for business. I am Neteli Netiajahu. Back to you,
Thank you very much, Neteli. Let's do some more stories. The opposition New Patriotic Party has referred former Asin Central MP Kennedy Ohinejapong to its National Disciplinary Committee. This follows a series of petitions filed against him over recent public comments deemed detrimental to party unity and cohesion. The decision, which was taken by the party's National Executive Committee and National Council at a meeting on Thursday, gives the committee 2 weeks to investigate the petitions and submit its report. National organizer of the party, Henry Nanabuashe, says recommendations of the committee will determine the next line of action.
The position is that we have referred all petitions received regarding Honorable Kennedy Ejapong's comments to the National Discipline Committee, and we have given them 2 weeks. Because we wanted to really make sure that in 2 weeks we deal with this matter. So in 2 weeks, National Executive Committee will receive the report, and then we will again convene a meeting as to discuss these matters.
Lawyers for Ashanti Regional MPP Chairman Bernard Enchibuesiakun have applied to the High Court to defer judgment in the criminal case involving him and Akunta Mining Company Limited. The application, filed by new defense counsel Samuel Atachia, seeks to postpone the July 3 judgment date to allow him time to obtain certified court records and prepare written submissions after taking over the case. According to court documents, Atachia was appointed on June 19 following the withdrawal of Wuntumi's former lawyer, Andy Apiakubi. He argues that without the full record of proceedings, he cannot adequately familiarize himself with the case or effectively represent his clients. The minority in Parliament says the former CEO of the Microfinance and Small Loan Centre, Sedina Tamaklo, was not in prison custody until yesterday, June 24, 2026. The claim contradicts assertions by the Minister of State in charge of Government Communications, Felix Kwachiofosu, that the convicted former Maslok boss had been in prison custody following her extradition to Ghana. There's more in the following report.
The Minority Caucus in Parliament addressed journalists on Thursday, revealing that the convicted former CEO of Maslok, Sedina Ationu Tamaklo, was not in prison custody following her extradition to Ghana, as asserted by the Minister of State in charge of Government Communication, Felix Kwachiofosu. The group stated that she was only sent to prison custody on June 24, 2026. The caucus accused the government of being in contempt of the court over allegations of shielding her from serving her 10-year jail term.
We can categorically state that until yesterday, the 24th of June, Madam Sedina Tamaklo was not in prison custody. And so from the 9th of June when she arrived to the 24th of June yesterday, she was not in prison custody. that is a matter of record. By preventing her from serving the prison term for the 15 days that she has been in Ghana, government has interfered with a lawful order of a court of competent jurisdiction, and that is contempt of court. And the government will only do that because Madam Sedinam Tamaklo is one of its own, and that has been the trend.
The Minority Caucus also disclosed that government has assured her of all efforts to have her conviction overturned.
Another assurance she has been given is that they are going to work around the clock to have the decision overturned. I am a lawyer, and I don't know how it is going to be done. Government is the only one that can say so, but this is the assurance they have given her.
The Minority Caucus also addressed journalists on the proposed hike in utility tariffs by the Public Utilities Regulatory Commission (PURC). The caucus stated that the 3.49% electricity tariff hike, coupled with the 0.85% water tariff increase, if implemented, would have dire impact on the government's 24-hour economy policy.
The 24-hour economy cannot run on a 26.82% more expensive electricity. Jobs cannot be created when the cost of powering a factory keeps climbing every quarter.
The caucus has accused the Mahama administration of breach of promises over the continuous increase in utility tariffs.
We remember the promises. The NDC campaigned loudly on reducing the cost of utilities, easing the burden on households, and fixing the energy sector. 18 months into their tenure, Ghanaians are paying 26.82% more for electricity than they were when President Mahama took the oath of office. This is a broken promise. Since the NDC government took office in January 2025, Ghanaians have faced a relentless cycle of utility tariff increases.
Explorco, the exploration arm of GNPC, is set to begin onshore drilling in the Volta Basin before the end of 2026 as part of efforts to explore oil reserves in an area identified as having significant petroleum potential. That's according to President Mahama. Speaking at a ceremony to cut the sword for Phase 2 of the Centure oil refinery project. There's more in the following report.
The project follows the refinery's early commissioning in 2024 with an investment of nearly $2 billion, making it Ghana's largest active refinery facility. The recent delivery of Ghana's first Jubilee crude oil cargo for local refining, coupled with the decision to expand the facility, has been described by the sector minister as a significant step toward reducing dependence on imported refined petroleum products and strengthening the energy value chain.
This second phase is even more important because in line with His Excellency's vision of resetting Ghana and adding value to our own products and resources, we are going to take the Central Refinery from a refinery capacity of 40,000 barrels per day to 100,000 barrels per day upon completion. So we are anchoring energy security.
The executive chairman of Central Oil says the expansion is a reflection of the company's strategic industrial investment agenda aimed at creating jobs in Ghana and supporting economic growth. The president revealed that Explorco, the exploration arm of GNPC, is set to begin onshore drilling in the Volta Basin before the end of 2026.
I'm also happy to report that Explorco, which is the operating arm of GNPC, is poised to begin onshore drilling in the Volta Basin before the end of this year. And when I say onshore, it means on land. Offshore, so far all our discoveries have been offshore in the sea. We've discovered a lot of potential onshore, and so GNPC is going to, through Explorco, start drilling wells to explore that oil before the end of this year.
He added that once the Tema oil refinery becomes fully operational, Ghana will have more than enough fuel for domestic consumption and be able to export to neighboring countries.
A nation that transforms its natural wealth into broad-based prosperity for its people. That is the reputation we want to carve for our country. And as President, I look forward to the day where Ghana achieves a high degree of self-sufficiency in the supply of refined petroleum products. And I look forward to the day when a revitalized Tema oil refinery works alongside efficient private sector refineries such as Central to meet domestic demand and serve other regional markets.
This is still the Channel 1 Newsroom on Channel 1 TV, still to come. Government delegation visits Black Stars camp ahead of clash with Croatia on Saturday. We have the details shortly. Do stay. Your health is in your hands, but at some point, it passes on to us. At Mintuba Hospital and Coloproctology Center, we believe that quality healthcare isn't a privilege, it's a right. Equipped with cutting-edge technology, we are fully prepared to effectively deal with all colorectal and proctological conditions. Our team of highly skilled doctors, surgeons, and nurses are renowned for their expertise in minimally invasive and painless laser, ligature, and longoproctological surgery. We are committed to providing a wide range of services to meet the diverse needs of our patients. Mintuba Hospital, your health is our priority. Visit Mintuba Hospital today or call us at 0244 581 541 or 0271 054 204. Mintuba Hospital, in to serve a peculiar health need.
The best part of going home is family.
Sit up! Hey, mommy, my wife is cooking something delicious.
Lizzie Shito, hot pepper sauce, spicy. Bona yete, Lizzie, oh Lizzie.
Lizzie Shito, the Shito is Shito. Lizzie Shito, overfill.
Lizzie Shito. Please, can I take some to school tomorrow?
Yes, my son, you can. Lizzie Shito dear. Ebesu obiasu.
Lizzie Shito hot pepper sauce. Yes, spicy and
Lizzie Shito hot pepper sauce. Yes, spicy.
For bulk purchase, kindly contact 050-168-3344 or 050-155-0998. This advert is FDA approved.
Metal Ministries presents Praise Reloaded 2026 theme The River on Sunday the 28th of June 2026 featuring Eugene Zuta, Daughters of Glorious Jesus, Sumi Solad Baby, Prosper Ochimana and your host Joe Metal at the Accra Sports Stadium. Gates open at 1 p.m. Event starts at 3 p.m. Also ministering Bethel Revival Choir. Rate is free but registration is required. Visit www.joemetalmusic.com to register. Sponsors, media partners. For more information and sponsorship, call +233 249 915 774. Join us on Sunday, June 28th at 3 p.m. at the Accra Sports Stadium. Spread the word, invite friends and family, and be part of what promises to be the most powerful Praise Reloaded yet. This event is powered by Reverb Studios.
Radisro, a day Simanisi, Dr. Samuel operation, cataract surgery. Misro.
Minia, Ustro saying, Cecilia Dr. Agawa, Ama operation, ya simple, Krum, I won't say, Cecilia, no ABS.
ABS. no so ne de.
ABS na chese. No anesthesia, no bleeding, no suture. Ult na hospital hokra nche. Obeji di se nra mekoye surgery.
Sa.
Ani o. Ene se me di ye medwuma na you. Hwese me ni da hokle.
Wow, na simple sa. O se hospital by no.
Dr. Agawal's Eye Hospital. Ebentesano Police Station wa. Frewen ne ya. Was 0501 534 498 and 0553 019 311.
Dr. Agawal's Eye Hospital for eyes like new.
Yes, next. Hey, Nadia Benson, Asamo.
Me didn't tum. Mr. Femi Calico, just call me cockroach. Now, Mr. Femi once now.
Hey, is that you?
Improve car.
Yeah.
Captain Mosquito, double the action. Me did this sasso spray. Mr. Femi sasso quell. Yeah, go to my sasso.
Sasso, come tum preko.
You're welcome back. Up next is Channel 1 Sports with Bernard Abekuatri. What's coming up in sports?
Let's get into it, shall we?
Let's get into it.
Great. Now, the Minister for Sports and Recreation, Kofi Idi Adams, has assured the Black Stars of the nation's full support as they prepare for their decisive Group L clash against Croatia. Ghana currently sits second in the group after opening their campaign with a win over Panama before holding England to a goalless draw. Speaking during a visit by a high-powered government delegation to the team's camp ahead of Friday's encounter, Adams urged the players to remain focused, insisting that all Ghanaians are firmly behind them.
Starting from Toronto, our Vice President was there. Otunfuo sent the delegation. He was also in the field to watch as the government chair was also around. The Chief Justice was around. It tells you the whole nation, the whole country is with you. As I always tell you, when you throw your leg, know that the entire 35 million are supporting you, holding the leg. That's the belief you go onto the field. As we watch you play on the 23rd, I was seated with the ambassador and our big brother. And so you have in our midst today people who think about our goodness and our development. Of course, like the president said, he's one of the key supporters of those who have helped us to travel this far. And
Let's to stay in the camp of the Black Stars because Minister for Foreign Affairs Samuel Okujato Ablakwa has praised Black Stars head coach Carlos Queiroz for the impact he has made on the national team at the 2026 FIFA World Cup. Speaking during the government visit to the team's camp, Ablakwa commended the Portuguese tactician for instilling discipline and belief within the squad, pointing to Ghana's impressive performances against Panama and England.
Led by our famous coach Carlos Queiroz, who I have great pride in, that he is the coach of the Black Stars. We couldn't have asked for any better coach, and we are very thankful. I love the profound statement he made ahead of the match that if they are calling themselves three lions, we have 33 million lions, and so we cannot be intimidated. And that is the psychological edge we had. And you demonstrated that no team, no matter how highly rated, can intimidate you or can cow you into submission. And we are all so proud. You have brought back the love, the patriotism, and the respect that we have always had for the Black Stars. And we have no doubt that you are going to make us proud and you are going to go very, very far in this tournament.
Well, certainly the Black Stars will go very far in this competition. But that will be the very latest from the world of sports. And I am Bernard Abeku. That's your sports.
Thank you very much, Abeku. They certainly will. And that's how we wrap up today's bulletin. Do visit our website, channel1newsonline.com, for information on our top stories and more. Subscribe to Channel 1 TV on YouTube for more exclusive video content from Channel 1 TV. Download the Channel 1 Newsroom app on the Google Play Store. I am Inusafo. Many thanks for watching.